Woo! Domo Raitoと申します. Hi everyone, I'm Light. We are back with Kanji Café, memorizing Japanese kanji, and we are at 121 right now. If you want the file, the book, or the Anki flashcards, you can check in the description or get more on Patreon to learn in context with a Japanese game I'm working on. Right now we have night, evening. Now we've done a lot of these parts before, so we're just forming mnemonics on the right side. And the top is giving you what we've done before or forming new parts. And this is the story. The first, sometimes we have 2 or 3 stories, right? Mnemonics. So this reads person. This on the left is a person. If you haven't seen or if you don't know this, you should check the free playlist I have created on all the previous kanji. Now we have a person on the left, fishing over here, fishing in the evening. This is the evening. So the stroke crossing over here, ta, katakana ta, or you for, in the evening. At bottom is the fishing line, and with the lid ready to close the bucket of fish caught. It's a good night. So when you see evening in here, you can just imagine, oh, okay, so it's night. Like, it's kind of the same. We have fat, thick. So we have done this before. This is fat, and this is a dot. So, right, you can see the top parts. And how we memorize this is we say a big person with a dot as the scale, losing fat or trying to lose fat. Good. Next we have older sister, and keep in mind it's a female, right? So here we have a female kanji, which is the radical. Over here we have younger sister, which is a female on the left. So the radicals will help you kind of narrow the meaning down. So it's not younger brother or older brother, it's the female side. So pay attention to the radicals. Now we have a female on the left, female older sister went shopping in the city. So right here we have a new small mnemonic, city. And we sing city, bought nice top hat as the lid we've covered before, in the city, with handbag in curled hand on the right. So this is city. Female, older sister went shopping in the city. Next we have younger sister. Now, female on the left, and this on the right we made a small mnemonic because we see it often, and not yet, on something. So we're gonna go with not yet over here. Extra, so it looks like tree with an extra, stroke. So extra branch for treehouse, which is not yet finished. Good. So the female playing in the tree with 2 branches is my younger sister. She's building a treehouse. Excellent. We have room, apartment, greenhouse. So room over here, we have a hugging bodyguard at the top. We've done this many times before, like this part, right? So it's easy when you see this, just think hugging bodyguard. We have the ground at the bottom. We have 1 over here. We have mu in katakana, or it looks like a chair, sofa, or nose. And you see this as a hugging bodyguard picks up 1 chair and puts it on ground. This is now his room. Okay. Good. Next we go to 126. I actually wanted to do this episode live, but you never know. People might deliver something, ring the bell. So we have house over here. So at the top again, hugging bodyguard. Now hugging bodyguard's house map from above with entrance. Over here is the entrance. 3 rooms on left for kids. 1, 2, 3. and 3 strokes on, this 3 strokes on the left. So 2 rooms on right over here, 1, 2, and 2 rooms on right as restroom and the main bedroom right here. Okay, and laundry room at the bottom. This is the hook over here, right? That's so simple, I think. That's the house of hugging bodyguard. 127, we have temple, ground at the top, again, ground. We have, it looks like a person kicking a ball or playing soccer over here. So the mnemonic over here reads, it's forbidden to play soccer over here on temple's ground. That's why you always see this kanji there. Pretty interesting, I think. Little few. We have small at the top and we have no in katakana, and the mnemonic reads small face with little smile. Small face with, it looks like a small face with a little smile, and it's a big mouth, but it's a little smile. Okay, next we have hit, appropriate, right? So small again. As you can see, this over here is being kind of minimized, used in this kanji as such, and we say small, so no bottom hook in the kanji over here. And we have an E, reversed E, and we say give reversed E a small hit in the appropriate way with hook, or with a small kanji into skin, going into the reversed in skin, right? So it will turn back to a normal E. So we basically give a small hit to the reversed E so that it can turn back to a normal E. Next we have rock, and yama, so mountain at the top. We have stone at the bottom, and that's pretty much all you need to know. So stones rolling down the mountain turns into a rock, like a snowball effect, right? We've covered 10. Now the next 10, let's try and do them a bit faster. We have construction over here. So e in katakana, so construction, same as katakana for e. We have 2, 1, 2, the kanji. So 2, 1, 2 needs a stand not to fall down. It's under construction. So they put this kind of ladder thing in the center. And if you read construction in katakana, construction, that's pretty creative. Because the ko-u is the reading over there. That's why ko-u, construction. Next, we've done this before, city, right? In the older sister. So we have the lid, looks like a top hat. We have bought, so the mnemonic reads, bought a nice top hat, same as lid, in the city, with handbag in cold hand on the right. That's why the mnemonics took a lot of time, because it needs to be in sync. Everything needs to be, I can't make a new one if I used this kanji in a different kanji, with a different mnemonic, right? So I have to keep it consistent all out. Thus, I have created many resources so that I don't make a mistake and use the same kind of null story idea going forward. Next, we have return. So on the left, we have ri in katakana, it looks like ri. And we also have the reversed E over here. And it looks similar to seri, but it's a little different. So return. So if you look here, you return. So the R-E, yuri, yuri. This is how you pronounce the ri in katakana. So ri, return. You return, so you turn your head the other way. So the E is changing to a reversed E. A scarf around your neck, handbag in hand on the right, returning from shopping. And you can see return, right? Return, because we have the ri and the reversed i. You can read it like so. Pretty unique. Next we have wide, broad, and this is pretty simple. We have the mu at the bottom, look in katakana, looks like a chair, nose, and we have the on a cliff. Remember, the dot on cliff is you. If it's on cliff, it's no stroke at the top. If it's just on a cliff, then you will see the stroke over there, kind of you standing there. So on wide cliff, to sit and smell fresh air. So you sit there on the wide cliff with your nose or chair, you sit and smell fresh air, and it's pretty wide. Next we have shop, store. So again on cliff as here. So on cliff, and we have, it looks like to in katakana but with a straight stroke to the right. It's not going downwards. So we have fortune kanji over here, and how you memorize that is fortune teller puts to straight in mouth and tells you and tells your fortune. So to is your toe in your mouth, to in your mouth, and tells you your fortune. So fortune teller, pretty easy. And that's what fortune is. Now the mnemonic reads on cliff is a shop where they read your fortune. Or you can change it where, you know, it's where you start your fortune shop, or you know, making your own mnemonics is always better, but keep in mind this is a story going forward. So we're going to cover the last 5. That was pretty easy. And yeah, this is very similar, just with an extra stroke here. So we have bow, to shoot an arrow, and a stringless bow, center has opening for your arm. That's it. That's how you must memorize that. It's just a bow with a gap here for your arm. Now to make it easier, we have pull. So we have the bow on the left, and on the right we say the bow and arrow must be pulled. Arrow is the line, pulled. Next we have younger brother. So you can see at the top, this is pretty much the most creative mnemonic I've seen in a long while. I've created this. Yeah, so we have horns at the top, we have a stick over here, we have a slide over here, and we have the bow we've done before here. And the mnemonic reads, who's that boy in the costume with horns, a stick, and a bow on the slide? My younger brother. So it's probably at the, you know, at the park they're playing, and the costume, that's the younger brother. Yeah. Weak. So we have the bow, we have 2 of them, and we have the N in katakana in here. So it reads, we have 2 mnemonics, by the way. So buy 2 Mr. N branded bows because they're weak. Okay, they're branded. So you buy 2 of these cheapies because they're weak. Or the next one is 2 weak bows break as the wood split open. So this represents the wood splitting open. Okay. And the next one is strong. Strong. Over here we have the bow again, used in strong. A strong bow it must be. So we have the insect, we've covered this before, and we have nose. You can see nose or chair at the top. So the strong insect draws bow with hat on, like Robin Hood. Must be a pretty strong insect to do that. Thank you for watching. All the links in the description, and I'll see you in the next 20 kanji. Have an amazing weekend. Matane.